So this is the casual horror business where we are we're just continuing to talk about horror shit. This is uncensored talk, unscripted, unplanned. But we today
Unedited.
it is me, Joey, and also Leo.
Yeah, I'm still here, I guess.
As we talk about the 2020, I guess say a short film, though it is actually technically a full-length film. Post it is right now an exclusive Shudder movie. It is 56 minutes long, I think it is.
57.
57. So
Mm-hmm.
it kind of goes into the whole unfriended type situation. Basically, you're watching people on their computers talk to each other.
Oh, you're watching me and Joey talk practically.
Yeah. Which is weird, like watching these like type of movies, because like it seems like you're actually talking to someone on your computer. It's blah blah. But where to start? Because again, this is not like a Neighborhood Horror podcast review about this movie. It's just kind of like us talking about it. You know,
technically it's kind of a mini review, but we've done mini reviews on this, but like I feel like this is kind of weird because we're put on the spot to do it.
This is true.
And so, so like, you know what? You want to say it, or you want to say it? Or who has to say it? What?
So like basically, this is a film that's based in quarantine times. Yeah.
Would you actually? Well, sorry. Stop. I don't mean to Kanye West you. Sorry.
Say.
Like, so when I'm the one who asked, like, can we do a review to this movie and kind of do it this way? Because we don't want to talk about it too much. Because there's not a lot to say, but it is what it is. But that was the thing about it, though. It was a pandemic movie.
Yeah.
It was a pandemic movie. When I first watched it, I was like, what the fuck? And then I was left in to say the least. Like, what the
yeah. Yeah, because like the overall storyline is like you have this main girl, Haley, she invites her friends to this Zoom call to do basically like a seance, you know.
Hey Joey, would you do that, by the way?
I would. 100%.
You would?
Yeah.
Would you call me?
Yeah. 1,000%.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what?
Well, like
the day you plan that shit, motherfucker, I'll make sure I'm gonna talk to your ass and be like, hey, when you wanna do this shit? Oh yeah, I'm gonna block your ass. That for the whole day.
I don't like the Ouija. 3 different times, 3 different kinds of like Ouija boards. So, well, but you know me, I want to see a ghost. But anyway,
Joey, would you walk into a ghost house?
Yes, but I'd be scared. I'd be scared.
Nah, you abandoned me anyways.
I would.
See, that's the fucked up thing, man. I would go back to save your ass. Like,
I might try like to save you though, maybe.
No, I mean, like, if I would have made it out and been like, like, I'm running out that bitch, be like, fuck this, like, fuck that, like, Hey, Joey, we made it. Fucking Joey, where you at?
I would save you. I would save you.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so like this movie, as I said, Haley invites her friends to do like a seance with this older lady that like Haley knows. They do like a Zoom seance. It is I guess it's a British movie.
They
Be
have the
British.
accents, yeah. Oh, no, yeah, it is.
Here's like my like weird thing. Yeah. There's a character named Gemma, and there's a character named Emma. Like, come on, can someone name be different? And like Gemma reminds me of the SNL British character Gemma. Like, hi Gemma, I'm a singer. I'm Gemma. You know, with the Rock and stuff like that. Anyway, Cecily Strong's the best. Anyway, but yeah, so that's the setup to this movie. Uh, Gemma, she is not taking it seriously. She basically pretends that a made up dead friend, is choking her to death, and she's like, "Oh, Jason," I think it was his name. Jason is like choking her, and then the medium, which I forgot her name, she's like, "How do you know Jason?" And like Gemma's all like, "Well, we went to school together. He was cool with me, blah blah blah." But it turns out that was a lie.
Hold
But
on. It was said later. That's what I'm saying.
like again, we're trying to like speed it up because it is a casual horror. So
I mean,
uh,
casual horror lasts about 20, 30 minutes, man. Come on.
I guess it's true. Um, but yeah, so like it's about that time period where you start to see people's internet's messing up, and Haley Haley's the first one who had like actual experience. It's
Got the
her,
chair pulled.
yeah, yeah, like her chair like went all the way back, and people were kind of freaking out. But they were still kind of, I don't know, kind of like thinking maybe some type
Oh,
of glitch or.
Joey, I actually wanted to ask you, are you about this?
I'm just Aisha. That's it. Go on. Like it's a good movie. So
You son of a biscuit.
right. I like this movie. So
No, I was gonna say, man, like I thought the pacing and honestly the time limit was actually a legit time limit for this style of movie. You know,
well, yeah,
like it
I
gave
agree with.
you.
I agree with you. Ken, it is a short time movie. The pacing was like really done well. You know, I've said it on previous episodes to this podcast. Yeah, even as a fan that loves like the Avengers movies, I'm still like, can you make that movie like 90 minutes long, not 3 hours? You know, um,
Depends on the Avenger movies. The comic book guy amigo says say that.
like, I prefer movies that are pretty short, because yeah, it makes your life feel better. So sitting down for 3 hours or 2 hours watching a movie. Um, but yeah, this movie does a great job of keeping you interested. You're not devoted too much. You're not kind of like, oh, this movie kind of sucks. Put it aside. Um, because again, the obvious comparison is like Unfriended, which was last 20 years one of my top three surprising movies of like ever. It's so good.
But I like this one way better.
Do you really? I actually like
Yes.
Unfriended better than this movie.
No, dude. I don't know about Unfriended. Unfriended was okay.
It's actually
Like,
really
I went to theaters and I was like, well, yeah, it's cool. It is what it is. But
good.
when I watched this one, I was like, ugh,
Like,
ugh. Like it gave me the the heebie-jeebies.
yeah, because
I got some
again,
heebie-jeebies off this motherfucker right here.
because eh, um, any film that I watch that delivers jump scares as like their main thing, which is this movie does. Um, if I'm actually jumped a bit, I I respect that. It's like okay, I respect that you like made me go, oh
But
yeah. Yeah.
now, if a jump can make you jump in a home and not a theater, that should be more than epic.
Well, like I would say, like a movie like this, because okay, so that's what makes Unfriended and like this movie so good if you watch it online because it feels like you're a part of the experience. Because like I
I
saw,
didn't watch it in theaters.
well, no, but like I saw Unfriended, Dark Web, second movie, like theaters. It wasn't the same experience because it's kind of like I feel like I should be on like my laptop speaking to these people. Like I was in that same experience. My thing with this movie, talking about laptop world or like cell phone world,
Mm-hmm.
um, which they mentioned early on, they said that Gemma's phone was like connected. Um, that was the last time they mentioned someone's phone. But the other characters have their phones on sometimes. And there was a few issues I had when the characters were like exploring the house with no one connected. Why would you bring your computer, your laptop, filming it still? That's my
Um,
biggest issue with like found footage movies. Also,
by that point, I think like I actually would have picked up my laptop too and just walked around the house.
why? I would be like, no, closest like laptop. All my friends are like apparently dead, so close it up. I'm
Oh,
just
you're
gonna,
talking about the end already.
yeah. But again, it is a casual horror, so, so it's kind of weird to kind of pace it a bit.
Pace it. You just went from beginning to end,
I'm,
and
I'm
that's how fast we finished this.
it's not over yet. Not over yet. Uh, but yeah, as like Leo mentioned, there's not too much to say about what happens development
It.
wise.
I mean,
It's
you
very cut and
just
dry.
yeah, like you already mentioned it.
Yeah,
Someone lies about their thing. Well, you didn't mention that
it
the
was.
uh the the medium came back on a phone call like you guys are okay, blah blah. You know, um, oh, fucking Gemma lied about the whole fucking thing. So pretty much her vision or her thought was a mask that allowed a demon to come into this world. And I feel bad for old boy Pete. What was his name? Pete. Was his name
You mean
Pete?
Teddy?
Teddy. Teddy. I feel bad for
Oh,
Teddy.
oh. Let me just say, Teddy is like one of my favorite characters of all time. He seemed like super cool. You see Teddy early on. He joins the group chat, but he,
Teddy's a guy you don't want dead in a
yeah,
movie, literally.
like Teddy is like the type of guy that would be your like best friend, you know. Um, early on, he's in like the group chat with the girls, you know. But like his like current girlfriend took him away. It's like, hey, Teddy, let's go away. Stop talking to them. But then Teddy like shows up about 45 minutes later, where like all chaos has already happened. He's
And he
not in there,
gets he gets stuck in the position practically.
yeah. Because like he was all like super drunk. He was like, "Hey y'all, what's going on, y'all?" Because like he didn't know what was going on.
No, I thought it was cool, like, because they do use like some of the stuff, like World Ones. We said this was a what you call it? Okay, I'm fucking up now.
Uh,
It was
a short movie or like a found footage or
no, it was
Shudder exclusive or
not that fool. It was a COVID movie.
okay, yeah,
They had their mask on, even like when they first met. That like after like the whole shit happened, they even did this, dude. Like, you
yeah,
okay? You alright? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. They did the whole like elbow type of
yeah,
high
like,
five.
dude, Joey, like, even in COVID, if you would have came over there and came up for me, I would have been like, bro, motherfucker, thank you. I would
Yeah,
have fucking just hugged the shit out your ass, but
yeah.
like, that's one part I felt like, what the fuck? like,
Well,
like, did they really take the time to just be like, oh, hold on?
I mean, I know like a few people who like stopped actually hugging and they did do that. So yeah.
No, Joey, if you're in a life and death situation, you're about to die. Are you about to give me an elbow or you about to be like, nigga? Oh, ninja.
Yeah, I'll do the whole elbow. That's good. But yeah,
I'll probably slap the shit out you. Like, bitch, we're about to
but I
die.
get that.
Give me the
I
heck.
get that. Yeah, that was a bit silly. I also thought that was a bit silly. It's like, hey, you're in a situation that, hey, just like hug your girl, you know? She's like one of your best friends. So he's like, hug her, you know, blah, blah.
I'll say how it is, Joey. You would abandon me. That's how it is.
Like hugged you. Um,
Oh, you would not during that time, I guess.
I would have. Um, so I would say,
No, and you know what the creepy thing about it is? Not the creepy thing, but the weird thing about it is,
hmm,
why did none of those girls on none of the cameras catch the ghost? But old boy did.
because they weren't paying attention. Because I know like the ghost like popped up in like all their cameras. I think, or at least like three of them. That I don't know. But I also like I think the ghost did some pretty brutal kills in this movie. I don't know.
Oh no, he had he had a body count on this one.
Yeah,
That was the beauty about it.
yeah. For being such a short movie and a movie like this, yeah, he racked up kills.
And we never got his name.
Until the second one, oh,
Maybe. Joey, you and me should start writing some directional work.
it'd be dumb. If I made a sequel to like Host, it'd be dumb. But yeah, so I think this movie was pretty strong. It's a good watch from like start to finish. It is short. I don't have any complaints about it. It keeps you enthralled with the story. I think the actresses were really good. It made you feel like you were actually online. My biggest issue, which I mentioned earlier, the fact there was a few times they guided their phones, like computers, to situations that a normal person would not do. They're just like, hey,
Oh, well, also think about this. They're tablets.
yeah. But like either way, they were going to scenarios where
Mm.
anyone would have stopped recording. They would be like, hey, I'm not gonna like stream this. Um that was my thing.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If I was stuck in the same situation, would you tell me to stop recording?
Yes, because you need to do important things like leave the house, not record what's going on. You need to leave the house. Cause like that's like okay, I'll say it. One of my favorite moments in like any horror movie was in Wreck 3. Wreck 3 has one of my favorite horror movies.
You know they're
Ever.
coming out with a new one, by the way.
But like part number 5 or 6, I guess.
4
There's always like a fourth one.
and then 5.
Right. Cause like the movie starts off like a found footage, but then this person like, hey, drop the camera. This is important. And like the guy drops the camera and then becomes like an actual movie. And I love that moment. Cause like any real person drop the camera. You gotta like save your life. You gotta like save other people's lives. Don't what are you doing filming it?
No, but I mean, like, you're literally stuck in a moment where, like, you know what the fuck's going on. Like,
But yeah, just stop it. No, just stop. Stop.
so are you telling me right now that if shit hit the fan, we did a seance right now, you would tell me,
Don't
legitly wise, you would tell me legit, no, don't think about, like, think about what you would literally do and say right now. What would you do if, like, shit was literally hitting the fan and you and me are the only ones alive? Are you gonna tell me not to make a dash with my camera? And
yeah.
like we're talking. I mean, besides the fact that I'll probably just jump out the window.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't film it. Yeah. But you have to worry about more important things besides filming this random ghost or ghoul. Yeah. Uh, we should think of a way to get rid of them.
I got it. Don't worry. It's right here. Oh, hold on. Uno momento. I'd be like, motherfucker, have you ever had some barbecue vodka?
So there you go.
What a cha-cha.
Uh, but yeah,
Nimrod
so
Horror Podcast is not what's that like? Nimrod Horror Podcast is not.
maybe we will one day. But
Oh, but can you actually use this for the picture?
all right, hold on. Yeah, I get it.
All right, I was gonna say I cannot hold that blink for long the longest.
That's a wow. But yeah, I guess we'll close out for our thoughts about this movie. I don't know. Should we do like a regular way, or do we give
No,
like a 1 through 10, or
nah, dude. Like, we'll give it a 1 through 5 since it's so short.
okay?
Short review. Short review deserves a
All right.
right or wrong.
I'll start here. I'll give it a solid. I want to say 3.5. Again, it is a short film. Film. The actresses are really good. And it again, it's like mainly actresses. There's Teddy. Teddy's fantastic. He's like the only male character, I believe.
Yeah,
Um,
technically, yeah.
yeah. Um, but like they're so good at like they legit seem like they are friends. It seemed like they're just talking friends of friends, and I thought that was done great. So I would highly suggest people check this movie out. Um, there's I guess a few moments, but it's short. It gets you into it. I enjoy it
Really?
quite a bit.
Like, really?
Yeah. What would you say, Mr. Leo?
Honestly, I would actually give this movie a four,
Right.
4 out of 5, for the reason that, yeah, you're right. Like, this movie's very short, but with the time it has enough. It gives you a story, it gives you like a build up, and then when the build up begins, it leaves you into a slobber knock of what the fuck is going on. Like, dude, when her husband came from the ceiling down, I was
That's a good. Yeah.
like, that's collateral damage in a horror movie. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's like legit collateral damage.
Oh yeah.
Like, like you see this kind of shit, but it's like, okay, like I want that motherfucker. Like, but at the same time, they don't give you no story on that guy to be like, eh,
It's true. Yeah.
like he may be an asshole. It's like you and me talking right now, and I'd be like, oh, my wife's a bitch, and next thing you know, she just like drops dead off the ceiling, bro. Like, what the fuck? you know,
Yeah.
shit hits the fan on this movie, like 100%, and it's crazy. I love that. I actually enjoy the fact that, like, yeah, it's a friendship, and like there's a scene towards the end, like where like old girl breaks into homegirl's apartment. Like
Give
she
him a break
literally,
to
like,
Haley's
yeah,
apartment.
like she's in the beginning of the movie, you see her as like like she's like throwing rocks on her, like, I'm outside, open up the door. But
Yeah.
at that scene, she's like, no fucks given. She actually jumps into the apartment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, whatever happens in the apartment, like that scene, when I first watched it, I was like, it's good, it's good. I can see it, I can see it. What the fuck? like, you got me. You got me. And then walk back again. Now I'm watching it the second time, like, I know it's coming up. I know it's motherfucker. You caught me again.
Oh man. Yeah.
So then guess what? You might as well actually be not a bad movie. Not to be like that, but like you might as well not be that bad of a movie. Like same scare, same everything is like, but
Yeah.
the thing is, like, the ending, but the story with the characters is what drives you.
Oh yeah.
So it is story driven, but you also have the things like they're using technology to their event. Like I know I'm talking like rambling on too much, but
All
it's
right.
like you can actually like sometimes I'll put a background on like when I do these podcasts. Lately, I
Yeah.
have not been doing it a lot, but I've done the background thing. Like you can actually like do like the video thing, like
Yeah.
those type of things, and that ghost used it against them, and then like
Yeah.
she just like fucking like what the fuck, like you can like do like when the ghost kills him off or the demon kills him off, it's like you have like 5 screens, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
So
go
like
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
uh, One thing that I didn't like mention, also, unlike films like this, it's since what what I would call like the Conjuring horror time period now, because like that's what
Mm-hmm.
most films are dealing towards. Like even like Unfriended and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't show too much gore, but this movie was actually pretty gory
Yeah.
at times, which I enjoyed quite a bit. Um,
Dude, when
'Cause
like old girl's head gets slammed into the,
yeah,
like, even though her whole background's like all blurry and shit, like just getting
yeah,
slammed into the fucking, that's badass. Fucking dude, my favorite scene through an entire movie is when when what's old guy's name?
Teddy.
Teddy. When his girlfriend, like, she's like smoking a cigarette and by the pool, and then she like gets picked up, and then she's like, and it's, and then she's like fucking just sitting there, and next thing you know, like she just drops into the pool.
Yeah,
It's like a legit, just like a straight. I was like, to me, I was like,
yeah, done
masterpiece.
really well. I forgot the director's name, but yeah, they did a great job with the movie. Um,
It's found footage. It's, it. I don't, what do you call it? Like when you have these cameras going on and all that shit.
so like I guess it's well, I don't really call it found footage, but I guess it kind of is. I call it like unfriended dude movies. I don't know, because like that's become like a slow trend. Movies that are kind of like based on like webcam conversations and stuff like that. Like if like
Mm.
you and me are like talking, like there's a demon like popped up right behind you, I'd be like, "Hey, that's a horror movie now."
Bro, if a demon popped up behind me, you better honestly tell me, like, Leo, just drink the bottle.
Oh yeah, I'll be like, "Hey, just finish that barbecue bottle.
Ah man, I meant the buffalo.
Just drink both." If like there was a demon behind you, I was
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
like, "All right." I guess we're closing out this episode of Casual Horror Business. Again, if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, comment, and all of that jazz. And for the entire Never Heard podcast, please follow us at Never Heard Podcast, one word, on Instagram and Facebook. And we'll see you guys next time. Follow the podcast and blah, blah, blah. So I'm Joey, and this is Mr. Leo. Yay!
That's what you get for making fucking. Oh shit. Chica su madre.